What's up YouTube, Jeff back again, and today I'm going to show you guys how to enable the hidden camera on your Galaxy S23 Ultra. I'm also going to show you guys some hidden settings for the stock camera and a hidden menu in the gallery section of your Galaxy phone that you probably didn't know about. So let's go ahead and get started with the very first hidden feature today. If you go into your stock camera on your Galaxy S23 Ultra, what you're going to do is swipe over to where it says More. You'll notice right here that there's an option called Expert RAW. You see it right there, Expert RAW. Now, when you first get the phone, this option will actually not be fully enabled because it's going to have a little download button. And when you tap on this, you're going to need to go and download the application, which is actually a separate camera app from the Galaxy Store. So it's going to take you right to the Galaxy Store, like right here, as I am now. And then when you go into the Galaxy Store, you'll see there that's going to allow you to download it. Now, once you do that, you go back into the camera application. When you tap on the Expert RAW app right there, it actually opens an entirely new camera application for you, which is the Expert RAW application. So you see there, if I tap it, it opens it up. And now I'm actually using the Expert RAW application to snap photos. The reason the Expert RAW application is such a great application to use for photos on your Galaxy device is because it does take photos in RAW mode. What that allows you to do is then later edit the photo using something like Adobe Lightroom and draw out extra color, extra highlights. You can get more aggressive shadows. You can do a lot of things when you shoot in RAW mode. It is what most professional photographers use in order to get the most out of their photos. Now, there's a ton of options you can play around with in Expert RAW, but one thing that I really mentioned that you should do is go into the Galaxy Store and actually download Adobe Lightroom. In fact, if you use Expert RAW, Adobe Lightroom will be right below it. So if you start searching for Adobe, you'll find Adobe Lightroom right there. And then you can go in and download Adobe Lightroom. So install this. It interfaces directly with the Expert RAW app. And so you'll actually be able to open your RAW shots in Adobe Lightroom, and it walks you through a tutorial of how to edit your photos in RAW form. I personally shoot all of my family photos of my son, my wife, anything that I really care about in the Expert RAW application, then take those into Lightroom and then do some editing. It's really simple to learn, even if you don't have any professional photography experience. But even if you don't want to edit them, if you use the Expert RAW app, you can actually shoot in what's called a computational RAW format. And instead of just getting the RAW, it'll actually give you a JPEG that has that computational RAW format already applied. It actually does do a better job of capturing certain details in the stock camera app, so it's still worth using the Expert RAW application, even if you're not necessarily going to do any of that post-production editing inside of Adobe Lightroom. So that is how to enable Samsung's secret camera app, and you guys can see now, right there, I can now press the Lightroom button, and it'll actually open this up directly in Lightroom for me. Of course, I haven't actually set up the Lightroom app yet, so I'd have to go through all the settings on this new S23 Ultra. I have it on my other one. This one I want to show you guys the install purposes. Sign in with your Adobe account, and you'd be good to go. Okay, so before we get into that next tip, I want to show you guys the hidden settings. I want to mention that if you guys have just switched the Galaxy S23 Ultra and you're looking to save some money on your wireless coverage, you can do so by switching to my partners over at Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile has premium wireless starting at just $15 a month. They have plans at prices and gigabytes for everybody's different usage. You've got 4 gigabytes a month for $15 a month, 10 gigabytes a month for $20 a month, 15 gigabytes for $25 a month, and unlimited for $30 a month. I think that's the best value. You also get unlimited talk and text, nationwide coverage, and mobile hotspot included with all of Mint Mobile's plans. It's very simple to switch. They'll send you out either an eSIM, which goes directly to your email. It's very easy to get set up right away, or a physical SIM. If you want to pop in a physical SIM, they'll also send you a SIM tool, which I actually have right here, one that I got from Mint Mobile. I've been using it in my Galaxy S22 Ultra and then my S23 Ultra for the last 5.5 months here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's great service. If you guys want to check it out, I'm also doing a promotional offer where you can sign up for any 3-month Mint Mobile plan, and I will actually send you a phone case of your choice. All you got to do is go to my link, which is mintmobile.com/Springer. It's up here. It's also going to be in the pinned comment description. Once you sign up, I'm sending out those cases as a thank you. So you just get in touch with me via email or get in touch with me via Twitter. Mint is not sending them out. I'm sending them out if you sign up for any 3-month plan to thank my subscribers. I really appreciate Mint for partnering with the channel, and hope you guys will check it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with that other tip. The next one is the Camera Assistant application. So if you go back into the Galaxy Store, and let's go back here to search, if you start typing in camera, you'll find Camera Assistant. It'll actually be suggested to you. This is an app that's a part of GoodLock, but it can actually be installed independent of GoodLock as well, so you don't need GoodLock to access this. Once you install it from the Galaxy Store, go back to your stock camera and navigate back to the main photo screen, go to settings. You'll notice up here, if you scroll down, you now have these additional camera assistant settings right there inside of your camera. This allows you to do multiple things, and I've actually talked about it in some previous videos. Some of my favorites are the auto HDR. You can also turn off auto lens switching if you don't want it to switch lens automatically. That can sometimes be a good thing in certain situations when you want to force it to use a particular lens. Quick tap the shutter allows you to take your photos right when you type the shutter instead of when you release your finger. You can increase your capture speed. I have it set to prioritize quality, but you can also speed it up if you need to. Video recording in photo mode, a timer for multi-photos, camera timeout, which I change because I do a lot of tutorials, and also dim the screen when you're recording video. Since I record a lot of video on my phone, you can dim the screen, which will then allow it to save battery, of course, while you're shooting those videos. So some really great features inside Camera Assistant. I highly recommend installing this and enabling some of those features that work for you. Lets you take better control of your camera, and really the quick tap shutter and the capture speed does improve the shutter lag that people have complained about on Samsung phone for the last few years. The last tip is within the gallery, and this is one that a lot of people haven't seen. Everybody pretty much knows that Samsung has these advanced labs features within the main menu. So if you go to advanced features, you can find the lab section and you can enable some labs. These are advanced features that not everyone is using. They want people to try them and see how they work. Well, you can also do the same thing in the gallery app. So open up your stock gallery app. There's mine right there. And then once you open up your stock gallery app, you're going to go to the gallery settings. Let me go back to the home screen here. You're going to go to the gallery settings by tapping down here, tap on settings. And then when you go over here, you're going to go to about gallery and you're going to tap on the version number repeatedly. And it's going to say gallery labs will be enabled, and then it will enable gallery labs. If you go back one, scroll down, at the very bottom, you're going to have a new menu called gallery labs. Tap on that. You can now do a lot of cool stuff. You can do album entry locks, which is really cool, show an icon on the name merged albums, support save as PDF, support print multiple pictures, film strip view. There's a bunch of cool stuff in here. These particular ones up here are all new to One UI 5.x. So album entry locks, show icon on name merge albums, show shared albums on the album tab, and one of my favorite ones, which is save as PDF. I've been using that quite a lot because sometimes it's very useful to save scans as PDFs. I use my phone to scan something. I want to save it as a PDF. I can now do that directly from the gallery menu instead of having to do it in a separate application like Adobe Acrobat. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon. Again, if you guys are interested in checking out some premium wireless, my partners at Mint Mobile, and also getting a free case from me of your choice, go to mintmobile.com/Springer. It's also in the pinned comment and description. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.